Good morning. I'm Dr. Jimenez, the proud principal of Newman Smith High School, where our mission is to graduate all scholars to be college, career, or military ready without remediation. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now join me for our pledge to the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee. Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. And now for our moment of silence. Thank you. Good morning. I'm Dr. Jimenez, the proud principal of Newman Smith High School, where our mission is to graduate all scholars to be college, career, or military ready without remediation. I believe I see some NewsDay with Dr. J bombers in my window. That is Mr. Cedillo and Mr. Agee. Well, today, before we ask these photo bombers to be on our news, I'd like to talk through our SAT word of the day. This will become very important as we greet our special guest, Mr. Agee, for the news. The word of the day is accede, A-C-C-E-D-E. It's a verb, and it means to agree to a demand. What does this have to do with our news? Well, in advisory, we follow a pattern. On Mondays, we do a check-in. On Tuesdays, we do a CCMR lesson or an achievement lesson. On Wednesdays, we have our circle, and on Friday, we do a check out. So we have 2 state-mandated lessons, but this week we threw in a curveball. We did a lesson last week. We did a lesson last Wednesday on sleep. And we felt it was very important because we were seeing our scholars going around campus looking like they were running on empty. And so I'm going to ask Mr. Agee, who put our sleep lesson together. And again, we know it was out of our regular cycle, but we thought it was really important. And I've actually received some emails from our scholars about how much they enjoyed that lesson. It is attached to our SEL competency self-management. So I want to bring Mr. Agee over here to talk a little bit more about sleep since I had so many requests to talk about it. Mr. Agee, tell us what you love about Smith and then tell us about sleep.
Hey, scholars. Coach Agee here. Yeah, I've been here 27 years, but I like Smith this year because we're really looking out for these kids. I see them having fun on campus, and I think a lot of them really are happy to be back. So I think as long as we can keep a little safety in the classroom, we should be okay.
So, Mr. Agee, sleep. So often, our scholars stay up all night studying. I was talking with a scholar last year who was so stressed out, and when we got to the bottom of it, it was the fact that she wasn't sleeping. She was studying for her multiple AP courses. Tell us why the adolescent brain needs so much sleep.
Because of the frontal lobe and the development. So it's all the other things that we know about sleep. During this time, if you deprive your brain of sleep, then you don't get the proper development. So it's the same as developing your body and everything else like that at this age.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I am actually a sleep connoisseur.
Oh, nice. You get 10 hours a night. 8 hours? 10 hours?
I actually get 8 hours a night.
Okay.
It's not the whistle that moves the train, but I pride myself. I go to sleep right at 9:30, and I get 8 hours every night, or I would not have any energy the next day at school. But last night, Coach Agee, it was terrible. I never do this.
What'd you do?
Well, I laid there for 30 minutes. I tried to go back to sleep. And I have so much to do at work. I got up and I worked from 1 to 3:30 a.m. Not positive.
It's interrupted sleep. And so really, listen, this happens to all of us. You're lucky that you get 8 to 10 hours. Many of us don't. I've struggled with sleep issues for about 3 years now. And so if you get interrupted sleep, that's better than no sleep. Kids that stay up all night, that never helps.
Not positive.
Right. So you have to find a way to get some sleep. But the 5 hours of uninterrupted sleep would almost be better than 8 hours of interrupted sleep. So it's about getting to the deep sleep where your rapid eye movement is occurring and the brain is truly recharging.
Well, Mr. Agee, I want to thank you. I think we should do another Thursday lesson on sleep.
Sure.
Don't forget, scholars, that absence makeup starts today. We know that many of you have been in an imposed quarantine, so you should not absence fail, but you must attempt an absence makeup. Now, for those of you who have not been quarantined, that absence makeup becomes very important. Remember that credit is made up of attendance and grade. You have to have the attendance, 90%, and a passing grade of over 70 to receive credit for any course on our campus. And you need those credits to graduate. So absence makeup starts today after school. Well, we're going to go ahead and close with we love you. We think you're great.
Remember, character counts.
And make it a great day or not,
The
choice
choice
is
is
yours.